Hey guys, this is Josh, and this is my saga of dealing with Brenton Productions and All Girls Garage Car Fix Caprice. so, I'll try and make a long story short. This is probably honestly going to be like a 6 or 7 minute video. I'll do my best. February 21, I purchased a car with 75,000 miles. It's a 2011 9C3 detective model. I purchased it from the original civilian owner. It had never been in service. The reached out to Brenton Productions because I know that they take cars and use them for shows. They produce All Girls Garage. They produce Two Guys Garage. They produce Truck U. They produce Helping Hands Garage and Built for Off-Road, which Built for Off-Road is the Canadian guy with the spiky hair. That one's filmed in Tennessee. All the others, I believe, are filmed in Tampa. Well, I know All Girls Garage and Car Fix for sure. So I reach out to them, and they never responded. March of 21, I sent them an email. They did not respond until February of 23. In the interim, I had purchased a DOD delete kit from Blue Line Performance from William Corey, great guy. Answered all my questions, even as foolish as they may have seemed to me at the time. Took it to Brubaker Performance in Jacksonville, Florida. Great facility, great people. Josh and his wife are awesome. All the techs there, they know their stuff, and they did everything. They did the DOD delete. They did the exhaust system. They did everything I asked them to do, and top-notch performance, great people. They introduced me to AJ at Anonymous Calibrations, who also was vetted by Ronnie Forrester. Ronnie was hey, AJ's the man, go see him. AJ did the tune. Car ran great. Fast forward a little bit. Unfortunately, my wife and I were in a divorce, and sadly, she died before the divorce was final in October of 22. So I become a stay-at-home dad. I work in the live events entertainment industry, and I would travel quite a bit for work. So my life got flipped upside down immediately. And I incurred a massive amount of expenses, over $20,000 with the funeral and flying folks in for the funeral and family and, dealing with probate attorneys and things of that nature. So February rolls around, they hit me up. I explained to them what had happened, and they're like, oh, hopefully we can make, a bad situation turn better for you. We'd love to work on the car. So they had, and over the close to 2 years that I owned the car, I had been acquiring parts for the LSA conversion. Got the setup from Kyle Dvorak. Kyle was a great guy to deal with. Highly recommend him. I actually gave the people at All Girls Garage his information in the event that they needed some help with the install of the supercharger. All the parts were given to them. The only part that they did not have was the little steam tube, which Bogey mentions in the episode. They say the car's ready. So and back up a little bit, I went to Power Tech Performance down in Tampa and spoke with Joe, the owner, as they're close to the All Girls Garage studio. I figured I would go to him and talk to him. So I went there, checked out the shop. He was more than capable of handling tuning that car, especially with what they had in there for customer cars, and a couple of customers that came in that I spoke with while I was there. They deliver the car after it's done. And Joe immediately calls me and says, hey, this car is not ready. This car's not even anywhere near ready to be tuned. He goes, and I'm not touching it until you get here. So he proceeds to send me about 30 picturs. I go to Tampa the next day. Had to rent a car because my son has his car and I don't have another car, because he has gotten his driver's license at this time. And I get there, missing parts, broken parts, items covered over with gaff tape, which there are sensors and or plugs from ICT to fill those parts. And I send the guy a text message. He goes, hey man, I said, I don't really feel like you guys did what you were supposed to do. I get the feeling that you used my car just for the content, and then you threw it over to the tuner. Hopefully he'll fix it. Oh no, that's not our intention. We're going to fix it. We're going to make it right. I said, I hope you do make it right. Well, you know, in the interim, do you mind if we keep it to film an episode for car fix, and we'll do the torque converter then? I said, okay, great. Mind you, they had 12 quarts, a brand new ZL1 converter from GM, and 12 quarts of Amelie synthetic transmission fluid. I get the car's done. Okay, we're taking it to the tuner. The tuner calls me and says, hey, they're bringing this car over. I don't have any space for it. They're supposed to let me know. He goes, I can't get to your car for 2 weeks, and I don't have the space to hold it. And so I then scramble, call AJ. AJ can take the car, have the car towed from Tampa to Jacksonville. AJ tunes the car the best that he could because they messed up the cooling system for the supercharger. They plumbed it backwards, and they broke my AC condenser, and on top of it, they didn't use the transmission fluid. And so when I left, AJ had to put 8 quarts of transmission fluid in it to tune it because they didn't. And so I was leaving, and whomever put the torque converter in, they didn't clip one of the lines back into the AC or the cooler up in front, and it spewed transmission fluid everywhere. So I had to have the car towed back to Orlando. I spent a weekend fixing everything that those jackasses messed up, got the car back to AJ. AJ spent 2 weeks with the car, tuned it, car runs great, makes 550 at the tire, right where I want it to be. Took the car to the drag strip. I did 3 runs. First run was a 12:30 at 1:15. Second run, I just spun and screwed it up. Third run was a 12:05 at 1:19. More than happy. But the whole rigmarole, they had my car for 5 months, but now the car runs great. But you know, it was a nightmare, and I've received no response from these people regarding any compensation for the extra work that I had to have done on the car, any reimbursement for the rental cars I had to have, and nothing. They didn't care that they did crap work. They didn't care that they used somebody's car for their gain. So my car is on, Motor Trend Network, and it will eventually be on YouTube in perpetuity forever. And they didn't help me out in any way, shape, or form. I mean, who knows how much money that they've received in advertising dollars for that show that will always get run and always get paid. It's ridiculous. So that's my story. If I learned anything from it, don't let anybody on a TV show do anything to your car. So that's about it. But thanks for all the questions. Again, just shout out to everybody. Joe at PowerTech Performance, William Corey at Blue Line Performance, Kyle Dvorak, Brubaker Performance, AJ at Anonymous Calibrations, Ronnie Forrester for your help, and everybody else. So looking forward to seeing you guys at out back in the Midwest this summer, and that's it. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. If you guys have any comments, please comment below. I'll be more than willing to answer any ones that I can. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.